Hello friend, welcome to my channel. I am Olivia and I hope you're well. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon.
Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar are currently living with some of their younger kids at the big house. One of them is their youngest child, Josie. She's currently 15 years old and it's only a matter of time before she reaches early adulthood. However, some fans were surprised by Josie's latest appearance, looking all grown up. Keep reading to see the photo. Josie had numerous health complications since her birth. She was a micro-preemie and is susceptible to health difficulties. Some of the problems she may face are blindness, deafness, or even cerebral palsy. Viewers have also seen Josie suffering from seizures during the show. Michelle has prayed countless times and made extra efforts for her youngest child. The counting on later suffered from a miscarriage after giving birth to Josie. Since then, Michelle and Jim Bob have stopped reproducing. But despite all the odds, Josie continues to live her life positively. She likes to spend time with her older siblings, visiting them and taking care of her nephews and nieces. But many were surprised by Josie's latest appearance. Some Counting On fans on social media reacted to a photo uploaded by Josie Duggar. Some married couples from the Duggar family attended the wedding of their longtime friends, Elijah and Olivia, in Hawaii. But many were stunned to see Josie looking all grown up. Some even failed to recognize her, adding that she's starting to look more like Michelle. Josie was also with her other teen sisters, Jordan, Jennifer, and Johanna, who was carrying one of Jed and Katie's twins. Previous Miracle Josie is starting to become Meech's twin. It's wild how much she looks like her. Of all the girls, I didn't recognize Josie as first. Neither did I, she really grew up. Her hair isn't pulled back in a tight ponytail as it was in the past. Josie doesn't resemble her sisters at all. I don't think Jenny does either. This wasn't the first time Josie Duggar surprised fans with her unexpected appearance. In December 2024, the Counting On alum shocked many fans when she appeared with Michelle and her sisters during their All-Sister Day. According to some, Josie has gotten so tall compared to her previous photos. Michelle has yet to share updates about her youngest daughter. Many fans are also curious if Josie is still homeschooling, especially with the fact that her premature birth gave her a permanent issue with learning. Some people also worry that Josie may end up living with her parents forever. There are also speculations that Josie will take the throne from her oldest sister, Jenna, as the caretaker in the family. The Duggar family has long been a subject of fascination, with their massive brood of 19 children growing up before our eyes on 19 kids and counting and later counting on. While many of the older Duggar children have since moved on to marriage, families, and their own paths in life, the younger ones are slowly stepping into the spotlight as they grow up. One Duggar in particular has caught everyone's attention recently, Josie Duggar. Fans remember Josie as the tiniest member of the Duggar clan, born prematurely at just 25 weeks. But now, years later, she has transformed into a young girl who is nearly unrecognizable from the tiny infant who once fought for her life in a neonatal intensive care unit. As she grows older, many have started to notice her striking resemblance to her mother, Michelle Duggar, leading to speculation, could Josie be Michelle's mini-me? Josie Duggar's birth was one of the most dramatic moments in Duggar history. Born on December 10, 2009, she arrived far earlier than expected, weighing just 1 pound, 6 ounces. Michelle Duggar, who was experiencing preeclampsia, had to undergo an emergency C-section to save both herself and her youngest child. For months, Josie remained in the hospital under intense medical care, with fans watching anxiously as updates were shared about her fragile condition. Against the odds, she survived and eventually grew strong enough to go home. Even after her release, she faced health challenges, but over time she grew into a happy, energetic little girl. Now, Josie Duggar is no longer the tiny preemie that people remember. At 14 years old, she is a lively, fun-loving teenager, and fans can't believe how much she has changed. Those who have seen recent pictures of Josie have commented on how much she has grown, with many pointing out her uncanny resemblance to Michelle Duggar when she was younger. With her long, dark hair, bright smile, and soft features, Josie looks like a younger version of her mother, earning her the title of Mini Michelle from fans. The similarities don't stop at just looks. Josie also shares some of her mother's mannerisms and sweet personality, which has only fueled the comparisons further. Despite counting on being cancelled, the Duggar family remains active, sharing glimpses of their lives through social media and family updates. While many of the older Duggar siblings, like Jill, Jessa, and Jinger, have carved out their own lives outside the family home, Josie is still living with Michelle and Jim Bob, growing up under their care. Michelle, known for her patient and soft-spoken parenting style, has had a particularly close relationship with Josie. Given the unique circumstances of Josie's birth, she has always been seen as somewhat of a miracle child within the family. While Michelle has always showered all her children with love and guidance, there is no doubt that Josie holds a special place in her heart. As the youngest Duggar daughter still at home, Josie likely takes on responsibilities just like her older sisters did in their younger years. While past seasons of 19 Kids and Counting showed older daughters helping raise their younger siblings, it is unclear how much of that dynamic remains now that many of the older girls are married and living elsewhere. As Josie enters her teenage years, fans are curious about what the future holds for her. Unlike some of her older siblings who have stepped into the public eye through social media, Josie has remained relatively private. Her parents, particularly Michelle, seem to be keeping her childhood out of the spotlight more than they did with their older children. Some wonder if Josie will eventually follow the traditional Duggar path, courtship, marriage, and motherhood, or if she might carve out a different future for herself. Given that younger Duggar children are growing up in a post-Counting On world, they may have more opportunities to shape their own lives without as much public scrutiny. If Josie does choose a different path, she wouldn't be the first Duggar to do so. Jill Duggar has famously distanced herself from some family traditions, and Jinger Duggar has embraced a more modern lifestyle. Could Josie take a similar approach? Or will she stay closer to her family's traditional values? Fans of the Duggar family are divided on whether Josie is truly Michelle's mini-me. While many argue that the resemblance is undeniable, others believe that Josie has her own distinct look. Some have even pointed out that she shares similarities with some of her older sisters, particularly Joy Anna. Personality-wise, it's still too early to tell whether Josie will take after Michelle in a significant way. Michelle is known for her calm, nurturing demeanor, while Josie, as the youngest of the family, has always been seen as a bit more playful and energetic. However, many fans believe that as Josie matures, she may adopt more of her mother's traits, making her resemblance to Michelle even more evident. Regardless of whether she is truly Michelle's lookalike or not, there is no denying that Josie is growing into a lovely young woman, capturing the attention of longtime Duggar followers who remember her as the fragile newborn who fought so hard to survive. Josie Duggar's transformation from a premature baby to a thriving teenager has been nothing short of remarkable. As she continues to grow, fans can't help but notice her strong resemblance to Michelle Duggar, both in looks and demeanor. Whether she follows in her mother's footsteps or paves her own path remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Josie is becoming a beautiful young woman with a bright future ahead of her. While she may still be living under the Duggar roof, it won't be long before she starts making choices about her own future. Whether she remains close to family traditions or takes a different approach to adulthood, Josie will always hold a special place in Duggar history. And for those who remember her miraculous birth and early struggles, seeing her thrive today is a heartwarming reminder of just how far